Hi guys, it's Mike, the Kangal Whisperer from the island of Gozo, Malta. And I'm here with Mika, and Kyle is just over here next to me also. Today I want to talk about kind of a comprehensive view of my 4-year experience with these amazing creatures, which I've always said they're not dogs. They are in the canine family, but they are definitely not dogs. And calling these animals a dog is like calling a wolf a dog. I've I've patented a few phrases over the last 4 years, and that's one of them. That these are not dogs; these are canines. So what I want to do today is talk about what it's like to own these dogs, but to take all the information over the 4 years and try to put it in about 5 minutes. Basically, people ask me, what would be the perfect dog? The perfect dog, if I had to, because there's no such thing, first of all. Perfect dog is what's perfect for you, and what's perfect for the dog in the environment. But if I had to pick a perfect dog, it would not be a Kangal, and I'll explain why. It would be a Labrador by a mile. With a Kangal, you are taking on a tremendous responsibility with amazing rewards. I mean, these past 4 years have been the most amazing 4 years I've ever spent with any animal, really. And I've had dogs my whole life, and cats. The thing about a Kangal that you have to understand is, and I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, if you take the attributes of every single breed, the smelling, the eyesight, the hearing, the physical strength, the bite force, the agility, and you put them all in one dog, one canine, and you pump them full of steroids, that's what you have. That is a Kangal. And there are bigger dogs, physically, bulkier dogs, but nothing, to me, will outperform a Kangal. Simply, it's just simple genetics. And the thing you have to remember is that it's not just size and strength and speed, okay? It's also their mind and their psychology and 6,000 years of learning how to exist on their own and make their own decisions. So, okay, so you have to keep that in mind when you decide to get a Kangal. And I have a whole video of what would be good to get a Kangal and when you should never get a Kangal. So please watch that video if you're even thinking about getting one. And the reason I say this is, if you look at them from a size standpoint, you don't understand the strength, the power that these dogs generate. In order to appreciate their strength, you have to double their size, literally. So if Kyle is 60 kilos, you have to make him 120 kilo to understand the strength. Now, see, this is a muzzle, and you can see when I put my hand in it, the size of this muzzle, okay? And you think, wow, that's a pretty big mouth. Well, this is Mika's. So if you see Kyle's, this is Kyle's muzzle. Okay, and you can see what I'm talking about. These are gigantic dogs. Mika's neck is 15 inches, about the size of mine. Kyle has a 30-inch neck. So this is not something you can just kind of control unless there's an understanding. And one of the things I've done is create that understanding and respect. It's a matter of mutual respect. These are not dogs you train. These are not dogs that you control. These are dogs that you get an understanding with. That's what you have to understand, what comes with these dogs. On the other hand now, they are gentle, they are beautiful souls, they are kind, they are non-aggressive. And when I say non-aggressive, I mean they are just absolutely not aggressive dogs. They will avoid a fight at all costs. They will avoid other creatures at all costs, unless, of course, you go into what I call a threat mode. Now, these dogs, they were put on this earth for one reason and one reason only, to protect. And protecting means terminating any possible threat, okay? So you have to understand that these are terminators, okay? They are gentle, mild, very low maintenance, very calm dogs. They sleep most of the day, but they are terminators. And if you ever saw the Terminator movie, you understand that they have a HUD, a heads-up display, and as long as it's green, everything's fine. The second it goes to red, everything changes. And what I mean by that is, for example, this morning when I uploaded that video of Mika and I talked about Kyle going into lockdown mode, Lockdown mode is simply that once they lock into something that they want to go check out, they will go no matter what. They all of a sudden, Kyle does not know who I am, does not know where he is, and his only focus is to go to the target and investigate to see if there's a possible threat. Now, there's 3 stages to this. First, he identifies the object and decides if it is a threat. If it's not a threat, no problem. If it is a threat, then the next step is to decide, and they are very good at doing this. Now, I'm going to pause for a second just to tell you that I've not only been around dogs for 4 years, these two. I've watched 4 years of videos. I've read 4 years of information about the Kangals. And when you start seeing them working, and you compare them to mine here at home, you will start to see a definite connection. And one of them was this, that if you look at the videos, you'll see these dogs have no fear. They have no hesitation of going at a threat. There's never a doubt in their mind that, oh, maybe this is dangerous. It does not exist in a Kangal. They will go, and if it's a threat, they will terminate it. Now, what they do very well is, which as I was getting back to, is they will look at an object. If it's smaller than them and it's a threat, they will terminate it. No ifs and buts, no hesitation, no measuring. If it's a bear, if it's something bigger than them, they will understand that they cannot just charge at it, and they will somehow corral it, discourage it, and if there's more than one Kangal, obviously use the numbers to beat it. But basically, that's what these dogs do. And once they go into that lockdown mode, into that, I'm going to go see what this is, I think even God would have a hard time, and maybe this is a bit blasphemous, but bringing them back. You just don't. So again, now, and the last thing I want to say about this thing is, don't forget the size and strength. So when you combine that lockdown mode, which is ingrained in them, with their size and strength, you have to be very, very careful with these dogs. Now, I don't want to make it sound like these are terrors. They're not. They're absolutely gentle, beautiful, amazing dogs. I'm just simply saying, be aware of what you're getting yourself into and the responsibility you have to yourself, to the dog, and to the people around you. Okay, so please know that this video is not to scare people off of buying Kangals. In fact, it's the opposite. It's to encourage you to buy a Kangal, but most importantly, to be aware of what you're getting into and the responsibilities that you will have with them. And you will have an absolutely joyful many, many years of fun with them. They're just the most incredible creature that I've ever been around. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of videos in the past that have different references that you can check. You can always ask questions. And if you like this channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. The next video is going to be an amazing treat. Kyle's sister, Geeta, just had 12 puppies, and we're documenting their first 4 weeks, which we'll put on a videotape for you to see. Again, Geeta is Kyle's sister, and their dad, Kyle's dad and Geeta's dad, had won European champion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice 4 weeks of these puppies growing up, and you guys are going to get to see this. And I can't wait to put it up there but it'll be about a month from now because they were just born last week. So take care. God bless. Love you guys. And thanks for watching. It's